Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Old Ridge Farm, where today it's time to crack out the sprayer and fill it up. I did walk over here, by the way, so don't accuse me of cheating. So it's time to fill up the sprayer and reset the speedo down to about 15 kilometers an hour. There we go. Field 1 is the only field we have that doesn't need to be fertilised. Everything else does. And the harvest is currently is finished. So we're gonna head out. Not crash. Get out this way. We're gonna start off with fields A and B. And we'll head out this way. Jamming into a hedge. Oh well. There we go. Hopefully we can fit down alongside this. Oh yes! Precision driving or what? Okay, so let's unfold this. I'm gonna start off kind of in the middle of the field here, just so that there's no problems when it unfolds. There's gonna be problems when it unfolds. Okay, so let's start fertilizing. So cruise control going and hit into a tree almost immediately. Hopefully we can maneuver. Nope. So let's reverse up because I did miss a bit back here. Just spray as I reverse because we're going slowly enough. Turn off the spray and go forward again so that we can avoid the damn tree. And we are avoiding it this time, so let's turn the spray back on. That's going over the bales. It's beautiful. That's going precisely as I'd hoped. Didn't turn early enough and I hit another tree. I'm going well this episode, aren't I? Part of me thinks the pellet spray would have been better, but I've set myself to using the sprayer. I'm gonna use the sprayer. That's not a rule, so if this keeps going horribly wrong, I will just swap to a pellet sprayer and spread calc. Are you serious? Okay, am I hitting the tree this time? No. So let's reverse back a small bit. Spray and cruise control and turn very quickly because that tree is going to get in the way. There you go. We're going to want to turn again now-ish. Turned far too late and we're hitting the combine. Oh well, let's make it look like we intended this. See? Totally intended. And we can essentially do the rest of this field in reverse. So that is field A fertilized with no problems at all. Field B is going to be the fun one because the combine is genuinely in the way. Is it? I don't know because I've hit a tree before I could even... Oh no! When in doubt, fold in the wings a bit. Combine, if I angle myself right, it's not. Let's try this. I don't own this field. I do own this one. And we're stuck. Holy crap, we are actually stuck. 4, 5, 6. try this again. Now with diffs locked up. We've hit a tree. That's actually a better problem to have than being jammed between a tree and a combine harvester. Okay, I think we can go. Yes, we can go now. That's covered all the field that will be troubled by the combine. Apparently the spread on this is so wide that I was trying to fertilize the road. So let's turn here-ish. Turned a bit too quickly for the sprayer, but... Ah! I should not have left the deer out there. The John Deere and the baler are going to be trouble, I think. Ooh, just cleared the baler, but the John Deere is considerably taller than the baler. We can afford to essentially waste a bit of spray because it's so efficient. Can we line this up so... I'm gonna do height check right now, because if we can't clear the baler or the deer, we can't, so we're gonna have to hop out. And we can just move these forwards. Thank you very much, John Deere. We can just move these so they're in the area that's already been fertilized. And now we can hop out and get back into the sprayer. And I think the best option is to possibly get rid of this finish. Get something a bit thinner and a bit smaller, because this is kind of... It's a bit silly spraying fields this small with something this big. But it's efficient. I will give it that. It's nothing if not efficient. So let's fold this up again. A nice tight turn. Hop in cab so that we can drive it off. Crash into the combine again. Just wait now until these wings are in. They're in enough. Let's go. Now we're going to head to field. I think we're going to do field 9 first, because that's probably going to be the more problematic of the two. So I really like the sounds in this sprayer. That's why I'm in cab. Because it gives you an idea of what it might sound like if you were really in the cab of it. Let's go up here. Field 10 is probably going to be the next field we buy, just to link up 8, 9, A and B, I suppose. Drove into a tree because I'm a moron. So this is going to be the fun bit. Trying to get into this laneway in this thing. Miraculously, we somehow got into the laneway. So let's essentially drive out to the middle of the field again and start unfolding. We might even be able to get this field done in one pass. So, oh, that's where I left this cedar. Actually left it parked up in the field. I was wondering where I'd put it. But, here's an issue. So this, we're actually going to have to start spraying here and see how far we can get. We can essentially get this field done in one pass. That's amazing. In one loop and the field's done. So yeah, I think the sprayer's a bit big for this map. Well, for these fields anyway, there are bigger fields elsewhere on the map that would require. But for our purposes, it is a tad big. you can see that there's a grass field there, and I think the next thing I'm going to do is get the big M going. And get some grass ready. Because down by the beef there is a feed mixing station. And there's plenty of silage areas around the map. Plenty of silage clamps from what I can see anyway, and I think they're silage clamps at least. So now we have to try and angle this so that I can fertilize that little area in there, and this is going to be fun. So if I swing it now, nailed it. So let's get back into reverse. And I know there's no field in the world that is as messy as mine, but I have to wait for the wings to come in. I can just check the mirror. Wonderful addition. Farming Simulator 15, I must say. With all my complaints, the wing mirrors are one of the best additions to the game. Now I'm trying to do this a bit more realistically than the last season, where I was just ramming through things. The entrance of the field is there. Okay. I'm gonna have to move the seeder out of the way before I can start seeding. Or I need to move the seeder out of the way before I can seed the field. Well done, brain. Now before I can start spraying, I need to move the seeder, because I'm pretty sure it's too big for the... It's too tall for the sprayer to pass by undamaged and unhindered. So what I'll do is I'll just park it up. I'll essentially park it up just outside the field. And there we go. Now that... there we go. I really like the tire tracks. Again, another nice thing in FS15. I'm trying to be nicer about games now. I'm happier me. I'm trying to be nicer. Yes, games have problems. All games have problems. But I was talking to a friend before I started recording about what we'd like to see in games in the future. What the gaming industry needs more of. And just as importantly, what it needs less of. And I kind of agreed it needs more games like Red Faction Guerrilla, which you'll have to bear with me for the explanation on that one. More games like Red Faction Guerrilla and Alien Isolation. Now, Alien Isolation, I think you all know why it won almost all of the Game of the Year awards last year. And in my opinion, I haven't played it, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, it's one of the few survival horror games that actually got survival horror right. In that it's not about zombies, it's about being afraid of your own environment, and being afraid of what hides around the next corner. And Steam Greenlight games need to figure that out. Whereas Red Faction Guerrilla, that's kind of my suggestion for what gaming needs more of. And the reason is Red Faction Guerrilla, while the storyline isn't the greatest. I'm gonna how was it? No idea. While the storyline isn't the greatest, the actual gameplay is so fun. I've started replaying it again, and I've spotted Nerdcubes playing it. I'm kind of tempted to do a series on Red Faction Guerrilla. Just because I find it so much fun to just run around on Mars or drive around on Mars and drive through buildings. That's how I arrive to missions. Is I find the building I need to get to and then I drive into it. There's a seed maker, by the way. So I think I gotta park up the sprayer in over there. Here's where we test my depth perception. I think that's good. No. That's definitely good now. Nope. It's 100% definitely good now. Yep. So we're gonna park up the sprayer there. And from that angle my farmer has one arm. The seed maker is quite loud, if you hadn't guessed. What do I want to do now? I want to go over to the shop. And I think there's an exit from the farm over here. Yes. I'm going to go over to the shop and I'm going to pick up the big M. And we're going to start finding some fields that we can mow. I think there's a really big one somewhere up by field 22. I think that's a massive field. Oh no, it's just right across the river from the shop. I've gone the wrong way. Right across the river from the shop there's a really big field. There it is. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do probably the field by, or the meadow I should say, by field 9. So let's hop in, get this going, and hop in cab. And yes, the sound is amazing. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. So let us go to field 9 and get into the meadow up there. I wish there was a meadowish area. There is a meadowish area here somewhere. Where is it? Best off going up to field 9, doing the meadow there, I think. So, this is obviously a bit big for this map, but I want efficiency as well as things that are reasonable sizes, so I don't mind. Actually don't mind it being too big for the map. Probably will mind coming along this street, come to think of it. I've kind of got it stuck. I have actually got the big M stuck. I know, I freed it. So let's get over here. Is it this turnoff I need to take? Yes. Now I need to find the entrance to the meadow. There it is. So let's just check it out. Yes, we are in swathing mode. So what we will do, we'll just stop up here and start unfolding the big M. Just get into position. Get it into position there like that, nice and neatly. Lower the mowers and turn it on. Just wait for it to be fully on. And go forwards. I'm gonna pick a reasonable speed of 19 kilometers an hour. Because this thing kind of essentially goes as fast as you want it to. I'm gonna pick 19 kilometers an hour because I think that's a reasonable speed to be mowing at. Especially in this size of field because it gives me a bit more accuracy. I could if I wanted. Oh, this field has 2 entrances. That's nice. This meadow has 2 ways in, 2 ways out. I think think I chose the right way to get in now with this thing. So, yeah, this is the map the Big M was tested on by OEB modding. And I think it's only right that we have the Big M on OEB's map. As you can see, it's comically fast in mowing. Because, there we go, that's one round of the field done. Let's just get up to the top here and start doing some lines or something. We're not even driving on more grass, which is amazing. So let's not fold it. Let's drop them down. There we go. Our cruise control going again. Get driving around the perimeter again. The downside of the size of this thing is very hard to tell where you've stopped. Okay, so I'm gonna have to avoid the tree there. And take this corner pretty tight actually. Lord, this thing can turn. So yeah, I'm gonna finish doing this field on camera because I'm essentially done already. So I think I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching me mowing a field in record time in Farming Simulator 15 on Old Ridge Farm. Please comment, like, subscribe and all that stuff because it does help a lot. I'm gonna put this thing away before I hurt somebody with it. What have I hit? The gate. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time, and until then, stay safe and goodbye.